Alright guys, KK4PYN back in with you here. I just want to do a quick little update. My last video I mentioned a project I was working on, and although I'm getting ready to leave again, actually tomorrow for work, but I wanted to just give you an update on that project and some of the other stuff that's been going on around here. Like, I've had to redo my entire power situation over here just because I had an extended blackout that killed a couple UPSs. I don't mean just the battery, like they just stopped working. But anyway, let me turn on some lights here. And first things first, let me go ahead and show you what the new project is. Focus. This is the prototype of my Arduino shield. And you saw it real quickly. I'm going to limit this video to 10 minutes, but this basically has two functions. A, this RCA connector will actually give the Arduino the ability to do composite video output. Regular 75 ohm composite video output. I think I might have said component incorrectly in the last video, but that's composite output. This connector here, along with, geez, it's kind of hard to see, these two pins, this camera is horrible, are connected to analog 0 to the Arduino's ADC so that you can do voltage measurements. Now, these two buttons are for a specific sketch, but obviously in programming you can do, you can assign them to whatever you want. They're in digital pin 7 and digital pin 9, I believe. It just does not want to focus today, does it? Let me bring it back up here. Yes, no, maybe. Jeez Louise. Sorry, guys. I'll try a little tilt. Come on. There we go. So the composite video output, yeah, Arduino has a library called TV Out. And basically what it does is it outputs very low res composite black and white, and it's mainly text, but there's a fascinating library I found called TV Out Oscilloscope, which actually turns the Arduino's ADC into a very low res, very low bandwidth, very slow sampling oscilloscope that I think is good for 8 kilohertz maybe. But either way, it does fine as a proof of concept. But so this can be used also with a project called Out Voltmeter, which turns the Arduino into a voltmeter just using the ADC, and there's a built-in resistive divider there to drop the voltage to pin A0. These two resistors there are just 10K pull-up resistors to debounce the switches. But anyway, you can output the voltage that the ADC is reading just like you would in serial monitor, but you can actually see it on a little composite output screen. So like I've got this little old, DVD kind of backup-y camera type thing, but, any composite video source or monitor with a regular yellow RCA, old school, cheap to find. So that's that. And like I said, I'm going to have this, once I really tweak the software, and I'm thinking of adding a reset switch to this for the Arduino in general, then I'm going to make the PCBs and build a couple prototypes and have you guys help me out with testing them and stuff like that. But after that, I'll probably, if it works, if people are interested, I might, order up a bunch of PCBs. The component, the bill of materials on here is cents, like maybe $2. So I could probably offer the whole thing for like $10, literally. I'm not trying to make any money, but if it's something helpful, it just to ship out a couple and let you guys play with them. So, but I've been messing with a lot of other stuff. Been having a bunch of fun with this thing. You can check that out on the web. And of course, I've been playing with my air spy here. You can see I did a little bit of modification. I'm actually going to change this out to a BNC connector once I get the metal case in, once they get back in stock. The original one just wasn't cutting it for me, so I also, when I reconfigured, I got this laptop dock here. Instead of buying a new, faster computer, I already had a fast laptop. I just got the dock and, you know, whatever, so I can use it with either the Chrome box or that. It works out great, but I got this amp. I'm going to unplug this thing. And this is a company that I've bought stuff from before on Amazon with great success. Drok, D-R-O-K. I guess that's how you say that. But if you guys see this amp, man, why didn't this thing focus? Just horrible. Come on. Anyway, if you guys see this amp on Amazon, it works great. It's 15 watts a channel. See if I can get some better information off the back of this. I cannot get this thing to focus today. Don't ask me why. There we go. Alright, so if you see this amp, go ahead and buy it. As long as you're not into, you know, software-defined radio. This thing puts out an amazing amount of RF noise. I don't know what it is about it. I haven't really messed with it, but it makes the software-defined radio almost unusable, the amount of noise that it puts out. I have to disconnect it. That's why I put the quick disconnect on there, just to use. If I make a video one day, I'll show you the spectrum. You can see it connecting and disconnecting it. Just completely wipes out the front end of that thing. So I'm playing with that, and I went ahead and put the power inserter for my beep. This is just a horrible video. For the mini whip into a case, you know, just keep it from shorting out on the desk, quick and dirty. This, I got to get rid of this cable here. This is just something I had laying around from an old Wi-Fi antenna, and it's so stiff and horrible. I'm just going to put another SMA on there, because that's just a pain in the butt. But anyway, yeah, I've done a little reconfiguring. Like I said, I got the laptop dock set up. And I've been doing some stuff on the bench here. Just out of focus. Horrible. I don't understand. Yeah, there you go. Adding the computer over there. You know, just so I can use some of the tools and do Arduino over there versus trying to work here, which can be a real pain. And then, like I said, I had to redo my whole power system here. Basically, you know, my Wi-Fi is powered from this APC here through this big battery here, which is 90 amp hours or something like that. It lasts for days. And the surveillance is also powered off that. So this battery backup powers strictly this strip. That's it. And then I've got another one down there for kind of everything else. And then that's one of those Belkin router backups that plugs into my actual Wi-Fi router, my modem. My two Orbi Wi-Fi units are backed up separately, and then I've got another one for you know, everything on the desk, the computers and stuff, which runs off that big 17 amp hour battery. So that gives me plenty of backup there. So between all this, I can survive a power outage. You know, an hour or two with the computers, and the Wi-Fi and the surveillance system will run for about 2 days. If I turn everything down, basically if I turn a monitor off and just let it record, you know, and don't use a lot of Ethernet, it'll work for a while. So anyway, that's what's been going on around here. You guys, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter at KK4PYN for more updates. And once I get back from this trip, I'll do some more videos. Hopefully I'll have this thing finished and you'll be able to see that in action, and we'll do some more cool stuff. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned in 73.